Hi guys, and welcome to the England versus Wales stream. Hope you guys are all doing good. It's international friendly today. Super hyped for it. I'm just gonna mute my fish tank pump because it's for some reason doing really loud pulses, and we'll get started. W's, everyone in the chat. I don't know why my fish tank pump always does this stupid, goofy, loud noise, but yeah, we good regardless. And welcome Owen to stream. Welcome Sherry. Welcome GX. Welcome John McD. Welcome Anik. Welcome Guy Memphis. Welcome Indu. Welcome Pape Usman. Hope you guys are all doing good. Having a nice day. And yeah, well, to read all these comments quickly. So first of all, Sherry, that brother CDF still playing Minecraft? Probably, I don't know. And then I swear that guy's like on it the whole time. I swear, I'm not even joking. Owen, yo, when is the football club stream coming? FC stream is on Friday, every Friday, FC 26. And yes, GX, I'll look what you sent on Discord before the match here. Let's take a look right now. Bro, this hairline looks just a little bit out of touch. There we go. So tried making Neom's home kit, but it doesn't look so good. You know what? I'll show this on the screen. That doesn't look bad. This doesn't look bad. That's good. That is actually pretty decent. I'm not joking. Like, that is a fair attempt. You know, it's actually a fair attempt. So, respect. I mean, I think their color's slightly darker blue, maybe. I think that's usually what they have. And yeah, to movie tomorrow. Okay, Owen. Schizophrenic Owen coming back tomorrow. Okay, let's have a look at the lineups here. Also, Malta versus Netherlands is on at the same time. It's actually already started that game, but we are mainly covering Wales versus England. And yeah, that was a big head on that guy. So the lineup is going to be as follows. For England, Pickford is the goalkeeper. Spence is the left back. Guehi and Stones are the two centre backs. Konsa is the right back. Rice and Anderson are the two CMs. Gordon left wing. Rogers AM. Saka right wing, and Ollie Watkins striker. And for Wales, we have Darlow as the goalkeeper, Williams as the right back. We have Ampadu and Rodon and Davies as the triple centre back players. Da Silva is going to be the left back. Brooks is the right wing. Cullen and Wilson are the two CMs. Johnson left wing, and Moore striker. I don't know why I paused there before, by the way. And yeah, we're going to start the timer here in 3, 2, 1. I swear I'm behind. That's probably why you're saying start the timer. Rice is about to take kickoff here. I'm going to just see if I maybe, I can go on the HD version so I'm not behind. And hi, Ahmed. Never understand Pickford playing. Yeah, I know. I don't know why Pickford's always the starting choice goalkeeper. It's kind of stupid. I don't understand it. And also, thanks to couldn't find the right pattern on the kit creator website. You picked the best fit one. You did what you could with what you had. I mean, they don't even update the kits, so, you did your best there, GX. I'm sure it's good regardless. Anything you did there would have been good. And there we go. Okay, we can actually start the thing here. By the way, I'm surprised. First of all, Gordon almost scored within like 10 seconds of this game. He does a meg there, and it has to be saved by Darlow. Just had a look at the replay. You're actually a minute in. Jeez, I'm behind today. My goodness, there. I'm skimming that back up to what it was. Yeah, don't worry. I'm up to where you guys are. I think I'm like at the minute 50th or whatever. Here we go. It's going to be a corner. Declan Rice taking. He sends it in. Deep corner as well. That's a header. And Guehi controls. Still in play. There's a shot, and it's a goal for England. It's a goal. Wow. What the heck? Morgan Rogers scores. Assist by Guehi. 1 minute in. Like 2 minutes in. What the heck? Okay, that was just getting added on the scoreboard. Wow. Morgan Rogers. Oh my goodness. And assist by Guehi, who says he wants to be the captain. Well, he doesn't say it, but I mean, come on. This guy's captain quality. 2 minutes for that goal. There we go. Goal, assist, Guehi. Minute 2. Wow. You have the game on your TV because you're in England? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's the latency of streaming across the entire planet. I don't know. But yeah, probably you'd be in front. And before you go, first of all, welcome, Lurax. You see the dot? It might not pop up. So go to your edit and see KC Ment and click his profile. DinoDoomz clips 1. And it's late for you. Okay, no problem, Lurax. I'll try and follow those instructions at the halftime, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, Rogers, what a goal! Guehi, he just plays it on. He's not really accepting that's out for another corner. I think the rest of the players sort of were, but yeah. Already a quick chance on the break there again from, I think that was Brooks this time playing forward. He's got the ball in the box. He's going to play it backwards, I think, into open space there with Ampadu. And it's a deep lobbed ball, and it goes to absolutely no one. That was trash play from Wales. And it's Wales, though. Yeah, I mean, responding to, they said it was sold out. There are literally empty seats. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's an international friendly. I don't like when stadiums lie and say, or the organisers lie and say it's sold out. It's like, you're clearly not sold out. It was like with the Club World Cup. They're saying every game there's sold out, and it's clearly not. So, yeah, I guess Wales isn't the most enthralling team to watch, but again, it's international friendly. That's probably why. Guahi, Pickford, now over to, I think that is John Stones, who, by the way, has barely played this season. Like, this guy has literally played minimal minutes, and he's still getting into the starting XI for England. I guess it's not really the full-on England team. You know, Harry Kane injured, so he's not playing. Ollie Watkins starting instead. A couple of other players playing differently. And England versus Wales is a historic matchup. Yeah, I didn't know it's rivals. That's why I'm accrediting it to international friendly. That's probably why. I'm surprised, though. The fact is that they haven't met up since the World Cup 2022. So why in the world are we not seeing a full stadium, to be honest? You know, first matchup in like 3 years. And England is one of those teams with 10,000 passes and with half goals. British rivals, yeah. And watch now with Tuchel ball, we will end the half 1-0. Yeah. I personally wouldn't have chose Thomas Tuchel as the manager for England because, again, they pick in someone very similar to Southgate. And to be honest, I don't really like these managers who just try and play possession for absolutely no reason. It's like attack, genuinely. And that's going to be Gordon trying to play a ball forward. He is dribbled on, but Rice gets the ball now back. It's going to be over with Spence now to Rice. And Rice playing it in now into the middle. Anderson now switching sides over to Stones. And that's going to be Saka, who, to be honest, is probably one of the more notable players in the attack. I feel, you know, he's definitely been on form quite a bit lately. He hasn't got the, you know, recognition through goals and assists at, you know, the numbers where you would see him last season, but he's getting back onto form off the back of a double injury that he had from the previous season. You know, I really hope Saka does perform. I really like him as a player. I think he's very phenomenal, very talented. The ball just lost there by Williams. He's trying to play forward there. Could be a foul. Referee calls it. Should have seen Arsenal versus Olympiacos. The whole second half, Arsenal played possession. Yeah, I expected that. That's why I wasn't watching Arsenal versus Olympiacos, because I watched 2 of the previous Arsenal games, and man, I'm not joking. Arteta, what are you doing with the stupid ball possession gameplay? Just, you've got the attack. Bring it down the field. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. And Tuchel won the CL with Chelsea. Give him some credit. Yeah, I do give him credit. The issue is Byron and not Tuchel. They are offering managers only 1-year contracts. Yeah, I do agree with that. Sort of, I mean, it's like with Etihad. You know, Etihad sacked Laurent Blanc. Absolutely weird decision on my end, I feel like. And hi, Grug. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. And Foden better. Okay, yeah, I mean, fair enough. I think Foden, especially if he gets onto form, he's a very phenomenal player. But, you know, let's just enjoy them both. You should see what Declan Rice does with the ball around 8:05. Okay, well, I'm about a minute behind, that means, so let's have a look. Spence. Gordon gives a cross. It's going to be a corner. Oh, please don't tell me he muffs up a corner. Man, I swear if that's going to be the case. Good defending from Neco Williams as well. And yeah, Foden's playing good right now. I'm assuming you mean Foden. Yeah, I'm surprised he actually didn't start. I would have played Eze, and I would have played Foden. Now, I don't know if Foden's injured because he's not even on the bench here, so that's making me assume that he's probably injured. I don't have an injury list, so yeah, I don't really know. But I'm surprised Eze's actually not started here instead of particularly Anderson or Gordon. I would have played one of those two. And here we go. Let's see the corner. Let's see what Rice does to muff up at 8:05. Okay. Ollie Watkins probably a target. Rice sends it in. Deep ball. He's going back to it. And he just kicks it straight out. Okay. What the heck is he doing? What the heck is that from Rice? Man, please, Rice, just retire immediately. I'm joking. And did you see that short field photo of Mbappe? That French guy laughed so loud. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally picking Mbappe over Foden. Like, I know City fans probably going to pick Foden 100%, but I'm picking Mbappe just because, you know, he's my guy. He's probably the best player in the world for the past 4 years. But yeah, I think as well that definitely he's not on the squad, Foden. Okay, I was surprised that Jack Grealish wasn't on the squad. Can I speak? Squad, because I really thought he would deserve a spot, to be honest. You know how he's playing, especially as a friendly. I would have tried him out, given him a little bit of a test. He's been so phenomenal. This is Rice in the attack. Good pass through by Gordon, by the way. Rice kind of just did absolutely nothing with it. He really needed to play that a little bit more quickly, I think. Quick pass from Anderson back to Rice. See, Rice does get the good through balls through, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with him. And who's excited for the future of the movies? I am, of course. And, yeah, this is going to be Spence. Now to Rice. Good lofted ball there. It's going to be cleared out. It's going to be another corner for England. There is no competition. Mbappe is by far way above everyone, including Vinny and Yamal. Exactly. Exactly, I know. I agree with you. I'm just trying to be nice. And Watkins, yeah, I'm guessing you're in front of me, so I haven't seen what Watkins has done yet. They're kissing the World Cup trophy on the screen right there, those England fans. But, yeah, I do think that definitely 100%. I'm surprised that Jack Grealish hasn't started a game for England yet. This, you know, coming back onto form. He should be playing this game. Give him a test. See how he performs. If he doesn't perform well, yeah, you can drop him. But, yeah, 100% he should be playing here. And let's see what the corner is done so with. Rice. He's going to send it in. What does he do? One hand raised. Sends it deep. Watkins absolutely sends it to no one. That should be a one-touch finish towards the goal. Don't know how he's hit that. Not even on perfect point. Rice sends it. A little bit of a cluster for the ball. It's again with Saka outside the box. Gives it a cross. Header. Cleared away. Please. Why did they just... Oh my goodness. Goal. Goal. Watkins scored. Wow. Thought he was going to do something bad. 2-0. Ollie Watkins scores. I mean, it's basically a tap in with his lower abdomen, groin. Yeah, he's really just made the ball a little bit pregnant there. I don't know what he did exactly, but the ball looks a little bit bigger now on the stomach. Ollie Watkins scores, and it's Guehi assisting again. He's got 2 assists, Mark Guehi, as a centre-back. 2 assists. Guehi, I love you, Guehi. And you're in the 10th minute. Supposedly Madrid's going to try and sign this guy. Deserved. He is so good. I hope they do. And it's England. They pick the same players for 20 years. Jordan Henderson. Yeah, I do agree. Exactly. Hendo is literally the same selection every time. Was that not Saka's assist? No, it's Guehi's assist. I'm surprised. It actually counted. I mean, I'm going to have to look back at the replay there. It did count as Guehi's assist on the official tally there. So, yeah. I'm very surprised. It says there, Saka keeps the corner alive before swinging towards the far post where Morgan Rogers brings down the ball before clipping it back centrally. Watkins is lurking at the back post as Williams misses a clearance from a Guehi deflection. Yeah, Guehi did deflect it over to him, so it counts as his assist there. Yeah, it looked like Saka headed it. I guess maybe Guehi got the final touch, so it technically counts as his. Again, if I look at the replay, they're not going to show it now. They're already back onto gameplay, but if I saw it again, I'll let you guys know definitely who it is. But at the moment, as it stands, it says on the teleprompter that is going to be the assist for Guehi. And hi, Henry. Yes, you're here. W's. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're good. And they need Gareth Bale badly. Yeah, Wales should do what they did last time. Just call up Gareth back into the squad, you know, after he's done playing golf. Just let him play in the World Cup. Because, yeah, they are not going to go anywhere without Gareth. He is the carry merchant, Gareth Gale. You know, the best. You mistook Guehi for Saka, okay? A little bit of racism right there. No, I'm joking. Saka gives a shot. It's going to be deflected out. It's going to be a corner there. Good job, Saka. You absolute legend. Or he's literally, you know, just that guy, Saka, I swear. He's going to cut it in. Yeah, it's just an unfortunate that he didn't get the shot through the legs of, I think it was Rodon. And DinoDoomz Endgame, the Travelers Built for Hate, Super Dino. Okay, there's so many DinoDoomz movies coming out. You really want to see Rashford coming on? Same. I want to see Rashford come on and see how he performs because, you know, he's been performing for Barca. Can he do it in the national team? I want to see, these are the players I want to see on the bench come on. Loftus-Cheek. I want to see Eze. I want to see Lewis Skelly. I want to see Quantz. I want to see how he's sort of performing now at Leverkusen, you know, new coach. I wish they played Trafford. I think that's really disrespectful not playing Trafford in one of these games, you know. He's genuinely deserved it. Yeah, Watkins got a, you know, impregnation tap in right there. Rashford is a good... You also play Minecraft, but not I've sad? I think the sentence is incomplete there, Henry. This is going to be Saka winning the tackle back. Good pass through. That was good from Saka. Morgan Rogers through ball to Saka. He should have really done it to Ollie Watkins there, I feel. Saka gives a low-driven cross, and it's going to be sent clear. Sorry, should I say chip? I completely messed up the tack call there. And this is now going to be one back there. Nice and easy by Konsa. He does some pressure, and it's going to be a foul for England. Definitely a foul there. It looked like it was Brooks who actually, yeah, gets the tackle on. Sherry is a Real Madrid fan. Yes, Sherry is a Real Madrid fan, just like myself. And Rashford, yeah, Rashford, Goatford, more like, in derbies only. That's why he should have really been playing this game, to be honest, Rashford, because, I mean, he's only goated in derbies. That's literally, you know, his thing. This is, you know, United Kingdom derby. Gordon, back to Declan Rice, who's playing, you know, again, that central back position, sort of like he does for Arsenal. So definitely some sort of Arsenal tactic in there. It's going to be Rogers now to Saka, holds it up, back to Rogers. No, he just keeps it for himself. Saka plays it to John Stones. Good switch-up play there to Spence in the left back. And, yeah, this is now going to be over with Anderson. I keep forgetting Anderson's on the field. I swear, I keep going to say someone else, and it's actually Anderson every time. Also, Netherlands has scored as well. It's 1-0 for their game. Cody Gakpo scores from a penalty. So, yeah, that is Netherlands 1, Malta 0. And that is in the UEFA World Cup qualification. So, yeah, Netherlands look like they're going through to the World Cup. As it stands, they're currently first in their group with 4 wins, 1 draw. And yeah, they're going to verse Finland next. I don't think they're losing their games, to be honest. And hi, Haz, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Saka playing forward. Tries to get the cross off. It's going to be intercepted by Konsa. Rogers holding up in the box as a shot, and it's caught by Darlow. That was a good shot by Rogers there with the little spin. And is Horton in the squad? Let's take a look. And he is not in the squad as it stands, unless this is an incomplete squad list. But yeah, he's not in the squad, unfortunately. I really do think they need to start switching up goalkeepers that are starting, to be honest. Marcus Quandale Dingle Rashers. It's not funny. It's not funny. Konsa, now back to John Stones. And John Stones now over to Konsa again. And does Saka play for England? You love him, and you're still doing the Minecraft on Sunday? Yeah, I'm doing First All Minecrafts every Sunday. I'm also doing it some other days now. And, yeah, Saka does play for England. That's his, like, national country. This is going to be pressure here on Neco Williams from Spence and Gordon. It's going to be just cleared away by Neco. It's going to be a throw-in now for England. And you can't believe Gueye already has 2 assists. I know exactly. And why he is better than Dice, you mean Rice? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'm not going to get into the hard takes of football here personally because I'm just enjoying the game. Yeah, you can't believe Gueye has 2 assists. I still can't either. I already read that, but I'm just reading it again for dramatic effect. Okay, this is going to be a goal kick for Wales, I believe. Wales are struggling. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Oh, it's actually a free kick. Looked like Watkins might have actually fouled Rondon then. Or Rodon. And this is going to be him sending the ball down the field. A little bit of a header there to connect from, I think that was Wilson. It's just going to be cleaned up by John Stones. I think John Stones overall pretty solid centre-back. I'm surprised that he hasn't actually got many minutes at City, and I feel like that's what he needs. Needs this season minutes, especially since City actually need I feel like a little bit more of a confident guy in the back line, especially all these new players. Get someone that actually knows the ins and outs of the club, you know, like John Stones. There's also a definite foul there on, I think that's Anderson again. Just get pulling out a foul. That was Morgan Rogers, actually. Watkins' goal was a tap-in. Yeah, it was a, impregnation tap-in, we call it here. And for sure, it was one. It's going to be John Stones now to Guahi. Now over to Spence. And now to Watkins. Now to Watkins back to Rice. Gordon. And no problem, Henry. See you next time. Gordon. And it's going to be played through by John Stones. And now to Saka. Through back to Anderson. Let's see what Anderson does. Come on, Mr. Anderson. Rice. Saka. Guahi. I did what you just did then, GX, before. Now it's going to be to Konsa. Saka. Let's see what Bukayo does. Passes now over to Rogers. Back into the defense. And now it's going to be to Guahi again. Declan. Now to Jed Spence. Now to Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's running up the field. Let's see what Gordon Ramsay does. Here we go. Send it in, Gordon Ramsay. He's going to just absolutely dribble like 4 guys. A little bit of a touch there from Anderson. Deflection back. Rice holding it up. Now over to Konsa. Saka. Let's see what Saka does. And Saka just sends it top bins. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. What the heck? Wow. And have we already qualified for the World Cup? I'm not too sure. I don't think England's already qualified. I think they have to... This is like a friendly before the qualifying games, actually. And hi, Grug. Yes, what got Owen timed out over a joke? It's because, as I said in the previous streams, we like to keep the chat and the football streams towards football. And, it's basically, putting the joke at the front doesn't excuse it from being, trying to do the stories. I know what it is. I know your alt account is Grug as well, Owen, so I know it's you. Yeah, what a goal by Saka. Genuinely, that's insane. I'm putting it on the score sheet. Wow. Top bins banger. Top bins banger there. Saka, goal, assist. Who got the assist there? I think it was Konsa. Yeah, Konsa. That was a great goal, but Wales are so bad. No competition. I don't know. This is going to be an absolute floor wipe against Wales. I guarantee it. We were all saying that this might, be 1-0 at half-time, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be a absolute wipe. Yeah. They're done here, Wales. I think they're done. They're going to get no goals, I predict. I think it's going to be a clean sheet. Who got the assist? Konsa. Right back. Yeah, that is a great goal. Wales fans definitely don't look happy, and to be honest, if I was them, I'd be leaving the stadium already because, you're finished. Absolutely washed. Okay, Pickford. Blackford, Skibbity Rashford. Okay, now passing it over to Konsa. Konsa just gets a little bit of a foul there. There's definitely some sort of foul from Wilson. Yeah. Sorry, Moore. He's actually the one who does the commitment. And the British to Derby with the teeth. Yeah. And defenders are all getting an assist. Exactly, I know. So far, if we take a look at the assisters, Guahi 2 assists, Konsa 1 assist, Rogers, Watkins, Saka. Everyone's a different scorer as well. Imagine if we got a full table of scorers. That would be crazy in this match. Okay. And Saka is just showing his goal again. Nothing else he could do better. That's literally a phenomenal goal. And it's literally just top left corner, smashes it. Saka's just that guy, I feel. He's definitely going to become an all-timer for England, honestly. From the disrespect he used to get to now, he's really just shining. Really top winger as well. He's very class. Pickford just doing the most risky pass I've ever seen. Luckily, Rice cleaned that up. What was Pickford doing? He's sleeping at the back. Spence going to play to Rice. He actually almost gave away the a goal there, Pickford. Saka tries to get the touch. It's going to be cleaned up now by Anderson. We're probably going to win like 6 or 7-0. Exactly. Okay, Guahi. Now over to Anderson. Now back to, I think this is Konsa. Now to Pickford. Yeah, this is going to be a clean sweep. See, I think in the next half, just sub on some people. I think just bring on Konsa, Lewis Skelly, O'Reilly. I think just give him a little bit of a chance. Bowen, maybe a little bit of a go in the national team. Loftus-Cheek, Rashford, Morgan. I don't know what the sub cap is for the international game, this specific one. I'm assuming you can bring on as many as you want since it's, a friendly. So, I would really just switch out basically half the team if I were England. And it's going to be now Gordon trying to pressure. There's a little bit of a possible foul on Cullen, but it's going to be played on by the referee. Neco Williams now with it. It's going to play it into Ampadu. And Ampadu passes over to Davies. And hi, Alexa. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And Ampadu now back into Davies. Now to Darlow. 6-7. No, not 6-7. Stupid 6-7 meme. What even is that from? I don't even know what the point of it is. Darlow. So washed on meme knowledge. Darlow passes over to Rodon. I keep trying to call him Rondon. And let's hold up Darlow. And this is going to be now over to Brooks. And it's going to be a throw-in now for England, just touched out. Okay, so here we go. It's going to be a throw now. Let's see what Consa does with it. Already at 25th minute as well. This game's actually flew past. I'm not even joking. Okay, Consa, can you just throw the ball, please? I swear. Just throw it. Don't know why he's still holding the ball. Just throw it. Why are they showing some random old guy in the crowd as well? What is going on? He threw the... I don't like it this with the camera people. They go and show some random guy in the crowd that nobody cares about, and instead of the football, just get the football on the screen. No one cares about that guy. We want to see, tactics. We want to see gameplay. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 4, 6 to be next to him. Otherwise, he would eat him too. Okay, that is the stupidest law I've ever heard in my life. Literally, I don't know who invented that law. I'm assuming it wasn't you, Owen, but it sounds like a 2-year-old made that stuff. And your channel is growing step by step. Next goal 6K, but it's going to be a journey. Exactly, Alexa. A journey. That's why every person that watches the streams, I'm grateful for, because in the future, big stuff's happening. That's why, step by step, we will get there eventually. It's the same creators as Number Law. Well, whoever did that just did the worst job. Literally, I could write it better in a minute. Yeah, absolute joke. Guehi. Now to, I think that is Stone. I keep getting... Why do Anderson and Stones have to have the same trim? Like, genuinely? Rice. Now holding it up. Playing it over to Spence. Jed Spence. Now to Gordon Ramsay. He's going to hold up the ball. See what he does. I like Gordon Ramsay's dribbling, honestly. He's very good. Passing it back to Anderson. It looks like there's a free kick there. Outside the box free kick. Here we go. England could get another goal here. I do assume so. Yellow card coming out for Neco Williams too. Okay. Yellow card. Neco Williams. Definitely a yellow card. No doubt about it. Okay. Yeah, that is a... It's not really a yellow card. That's not really a yellow card. I'm surprised about that. Bye, Alexa. Thanks for tuning in for a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a yellow card. I'm surprised that they actually gave that. Wow. Referee is blind or something? Like, what the heck? Full ball tackle, and they gave that yellow. I mean, I don't know what your guys' opinions are on that, but that did not look like a yellow to me. I think that was pretty unfairly given. Okay. And here we go. Here we go. Let's see what England does with the free kick. I'm assuming they probably won't score. I don't know. Rice is taken. Let's see. Does Rice whip one in? Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Here we go. Declan Rice. Come on, send it in. Okay, whip crawl. Wow, that was close. Man, that was good. That was a good whipped cross. Just went over and grazed the crossbar just about. That was very whipped in. It was basically going top bins. If he just lowered it slightly, I mean, that was a phenomenal free kick. Definitely, yeah, just the touch. I think it was just too chipped. Could have been slightly deeper. I think that would have gone in. No chance to keep us saving if that was on target. 100% no chance. Okay, and this is going to be now Guehi over to Spence. Yeah, that was a good shot for sure. Jed Spence going to pass back to Guehi. And Guehi over to John Stones. And Stones just holding it up, passing it now over to Konsa. And Konsa passing to Rogers. Through ball to Saka. Saka tries to find some space. Konsa does do a tackle there. There's a little bit of an interception, and it's a ball lost by Anderson. It's going to be played on forward by Johnson. Brennan Johnson passing it back into the defense now with, I think that is, who's that? Ampado. I think he's just in the deep position there, almost like a centre-back basically for Wales. And here we go. Now it's over to Rodon. Now over to Darlow. Darlow in the midfield holding the ball up. He should really try and release it so Wales aren't taking 20 minutes to play. And Darlow one-touching with his defenders. Again, the weird thing as well is the fact that Wales have played such a defensive lineup and they still are conceding 3 goals in, what, like 20 minutes? It's going to be a free kick for England here as well. Okay, here we go. And it's going to be a free kick taken by Konsa. Konsa's taken. Smash like if we like Konsa. The Wales manager is just talking to a 4th official there. I mean, I don't know why he's taking so seriously. It's 3-0 down, 20th minute. You conceded 3. You know, it's an international friendly. Just calm down, my guy. And here we go. It's going to be Stones. Now back to Konsa. You already lost before, you know, when you scored, conceded the first 2 was over. Now it's Jed Spence. And Spence just holding the ball up. He's going to cut back. Brennan Johnson's pacing on him. You know, Tottenham brotherhood right there. It's going to be with Anderson. Now over to John Stones. I want to see if Palinha's in the Portugal lineup, by the way, as well. Or if he's coming on from the bench. Because that guy's been performing for Tottenham as well. So it'd be interesting to see, you know, a reliable DM that's not just Vitinha or João Neves playing. Or Ruben Neves, I guess, as well. I think Ruben Neves has to be on form first before he can actually start playing a couple of games for Portugal. So yeah, if he doesn't perform at Halal, he won't perform for Portugal, I feel. Same with, you know, Cristiano and stuff. I feel like Cristiano performs good when he's already scored a couple of games in advance to the Portugal one. Because he gets onto this, like, role where he's, like, you know, constantly hunger for goals. It's there. The sense is there. A lot of players are like that. You know, even on this England team, I think now that Saka scored a goal here, he might go into the Arsenal match next with, you know, a little bit more confidence on the goal. And Gordon absolutely just dribbles straight out. Don't know what he's doing. Same with Watkins. Hopefully Watkins does score because I actually like him. I think he's a really good player. Hasn't been on the best of form, unfortunately. Brennan Johnson's the only one you know. All the others are random. You don't know Neco Williams. I mean, I thought, yeah, Brennan Johnson's known. Neco Williams from Forest as well. I mean, they're probably the 2 more famous ones on their, you know, Wales. I guess I can tell you some of the others. Most of them are from Leeds, actually, you know. And also Davies, centre-back for Tottenham. You know, I think Wilson there, Fulham. Brooks is Bournemouth. Ampadu, Rodon, Darlow, Leeds. All 3 of those. Wrexham, Moore. I mean, I didn't really, you know, until I just clicked on his profile then, I didn't know that. And De Silva is, I don't even know what club he is, Coventry. It's Coventry. Yeah. I knew Davies, Williams, Johnson, and I know Brooks. I know those guys from Wales, from UK, from England. I know everyone on their team. Pickford absolutely lobs it to Gordon, and it's touched by Declan Rice, and he's going to just play it back to Guehi. And Guehi now back to Pickford. Blackford, Scooby-Doo, Rashford almost gives away a goal there as well. Again, don't know why Pickford's got the reaction time of an NPC. Wales getting cooked, exactly. Wales are getting deep pan fried, like in this game right now. Anderson, I do think it's going to be 4-0 before halftime. I'm pretty confident in that case. To Spence. Now to Gordon. Gordon through ball to Watkins. Watkins holding up the ball. He's going to play it over to Gordon again. A little touch there. Rice is going to collect it. And Rice sending over to Saka. A little bit of a lob ball. Saka's going to hold it up. And Saka running on it. Let's see what he does with it. Come on, Saka. Let's see if you can get a goal. No, you just pass it back to Konsa. That's going to be Anderson. Now over to Guehi. You know that the score at the end of half two will be at least 5 for England. Yeah, exactly. It's friendly, so whatever. And yeah, I mean, that is for sure. But, you know, this will be good going into the World Cup qualifiers for England, getting some goals going into the back of it. If you're right, then you have to say hello. Didn't I already say hello to you when you joined the stream? Guehi. Okay, I guess I can say hello. Stones just losing the ball there. It was a very bad pass from Guehi, actually, but he is clean up his mess, basically. Actually, is going to be a free kick here, I think, for Wales. Yellow card for Guehi. Maybe Portugal for England World Cup finals. I mean, you know, don't want to... Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I can see it happening. I can see it's going to be Portugal versus either England, Spain, or France. I have a feeling, and I don't know if anyone else gets this feeling, I have a feeling that France will get the final. I don't know why. I feel like that Mbappe in a World Cup year is always absolutely insane in the World Cup. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. And it's 2 for 2 World Cups as well. It's not even like it's one of the two. 2 for 2. Mbappe is absolutely cracked in World Cups. Yeah, let's just hope we don't verse, you know, Mbappe from 2022 in the 2026 World Cup for Portugal. I mean, we need to make sure that France, Argentina, Spain, England all knocked out before the final and that we get, you know, an easier opponent that we're more confident on. I think if we verse Spain in the final, we could actually beat them. You know, we beat them once. I think if we versed France, we might not be so confident. I don't know. England, I think we would be able to beat them if we were in a final against them. And hi, Grim Morgan stream. Good thing Owen is not yapping about Intruder. Nah, that's crazy. Okay, it's going to be a free kick for England here. A little bit of a foul on John Stones. France won't because they lack chemistry. They had Giroud, Griezmann, Pogba, Conte. Pogba and Conte are coming back for the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that's the case as far as I've heard. They are coming back for the World Cup, so they will have 2 good midfielders, especially Pogba and Conte. Because Pogba himself confirmed that he's going back for the World Cup. Conte, I'm not too sure on, but they were playing him in the Euros. He was their best player in the Euros, actually, as well. You know, and he's absolutely insane for Etihad. That's why I want NASA to get him. But, yeah, maybe he would come. And here we go. Deep cross going forward to Saka there by Guehi. Just absolutely fine. Does not find him. It goes straight up for Wales. And, yeah, Conte, smile. Exactly. Whenever you see Conte, you just want to give yourself a big smile like that. I wish I could meet Conte in the future, honestly. One of my favorite players. My favorite players, honestly, in terms of who I like as a personality, as I like as a player, Ronaldo, Conte, Mane. Those 3 are especially like, I really like how they, you know, act. Very appreciative players, you know. And here we go. It's going to be Rice now over to Konsa. And Konsa now holding the ball up. It's going to play it over to, I think this is John Stones with the ball. John Stones to Guehi. Now over to Gordon. And Gordon now back to John Stones. Now to Anderson. When you get mod when you don't ask for it. And you know, earn it by what I think. So, yeah. No. We'll see. We'll see. Could be tomorrow. Could be the next day. Could be 4 months. Could be a year. But there's a time when I'll know. Don't worry. Saka just holding up the ball. A little bit of a tackle there from De Silva. Just unable to get it. It's now going to be with Anderson. Through ball there to Morgan Rogers. He's trying to play it forward to Rice. This should be a cross into Watkins. Just unable to find it. Rice controls it outside the box. And it's going to be a offside there. Offside. Yeah, it was definitely offside by Rice. Yeah, he was so far offside, Rice there. Man, my guy was like a meter offside. He was like actually more than the meter offside. He was like 2 meters offside. Okay, and the next game for England's actually Latvia versus England as a World Cup qualifier on Tuesday. Yeah. And here we go. It's going to be a offside free kick for Wales. A year? I did not say a year. I said it was when I feel it's right, okay? And when you don't ask for it. You know, it should be a surprise, should be a privilege to get it, you know. Watkins pressuring. And a little bit of pressure from Rogers as well, trying to win it. He actually does a good volley there to Watkins. Watkins now holding it up. He's going to play it over to Anderson. I think Anderson's midfield play has actually been pretty decent this game so far. And Constance is going to give a deep cross. Does not find anyone. Spencer's going to try and keep this ball in. He does manage to actually do it. I like the ball they're playing with here, England, as well. Nice Nike ball. And it's a deep cross again. Going to try and find the center of the box. And it's going to be mopped up. Anderson, he might take a volley. He's going to pass it back to Anthony Gordon instead. And Gordon now over to Rice. Rice now to Anderson. Watkins injured. Okay, it hasn't happened yet. I'm going to see him probably like 20 seconds here. Conser. Yeah, it's probably going to be when he crosses it in either Saka or Conser here. Or maybe Morgan Rogers even. Or Anderson gives it a tap. And somehow Watkins missed an absolute tap-in. Oh my goodness. How did he miss that? Like, he's injured, but how did he miss a tap-in? Is he just diving because he missed a tap-in? I don't know. I think that's bad. I do think the injury is real. I don't know. I don't know because it's hard to tell, you know, because, I mean, he could be seriously injured here. I don't want to say anything bad, but he could also just be doing this because he literally missed a basic tap-in. Like he's literally 10 centimeters away. And 4 years... a legend was born named Dino who got his own movies by a guy named Owen. Exactly. I know this is what history wrote itself in, you know, embedded in the golden wovens of history. Don't know why I just said that. Yeah, Watkins does look pretty injured here. It might actually be Jared Bowen coming on to replace him. I do think. Rashford or Bowen. I do think of the two probables to come on. Harry Kane also showing on the bench. I don't think Kane's playing because he's injured. So, yeah, I wouldn't think that's a right idea. He's actually going to be stretched off. Wow. Okay, it's actually a bad injury. Sorry about saying, you know, doubting you there, Watkins. I did not, you know, I thought it was just because you missed the, you know, literally you were a centimetre away from the goal and you missed. But, yeah, this might be a similar injury. Let's take a look here. So, oh, they're showing the goal replays. Can we see the injury replay? I want to see how he got injured. So Rogers' goal there was good. Yeah, there was a tap by Guehi, and then Watkins finished. Yeah, he's walking. Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Saka's goal was absolutely phenomenal. Let's see if Watkins is okay. I want to see the replay on the injury because I kind of want to see if it was that bad. Yeah, if he's walking, he's good. He's not getting subbed off. Yeah, I think he's... You know what I think he's done here? I'm going to have a look at the replay because they're showing it now. Nah, he's absolute... Nah, he's doing it. He missed, so he's doing that. I'm only 30 seconds behind you, Sherry, don't worry. He missed because he missed the goal and he's doing that. Nah, he's not injured. It's because he doesn't want to make it look like he was literally missed like a centimetre goal, but yeah, he did. Sorry, Watkins. I mean, maybe you could have started and came to a quick halt there. Maybe you could have done some joint pain. Where you were holding did not make sense to where the injury could have possibly occurred. And the fact is, as well, is that you didn't touch the goalpost. You literally came to a stop immediately, and then you touched the goalpost. You're not. I'm pretty sure he's doing it just based on the fact, yeah, he fumbled. Yeah, exactly. He fumbled and he pretended he was injured there. That should have been a finish from him. Should have been 4-0. Regardless if it's a friendly, you know, you shouldn't be missing that. Because you need to dominate. Yeah, we all do that, exactly. Not one to pretend myself I don't do it. Definitely in my own training I do that. When I miss an easy chance, I dive on the floor and pretend like I've actually, you know, just broken both my legs and my spine, and I've cracked my skull all at the same time. And deep shot there. That was a terrible shot. Who is that? That was absolutely shot to space by Wilson there. Not even on target. It's going to be a goal kick for Skibbity Rashford Pickford. Here we go. Nothing like Neymar rolling. Yeah. Or Messi rolling around on the floor. I remember, I don't know if you were there, Sherry. I think you were. You know, the Inter Miami versus PSG game? Bro, I'm not even joking. When Messi dove on the floor, this guy was rolling around 6 times in a row. Like, come on, man. You don't need to do that. You didn't even get touched, and then you roll like... He rolled from on the field. He got fouled off the field, and he rolled all the way to, like, near the center of the field. Like, what the heck is that, bro? Even for real? Neco Williams. Now over to Brennan Johnson. And Johnson gives a whip cross. That was actually a very good cross by Johnson. He found the man at the back post there. Brooks tries to pass it in, and England do defend. Brooks takes another shot, trying to find some defense there through Jed Spence on Brennan Johnson. It's going to be cleared away and hit on the volley. Again, deflected away. Rice this time. And Brooks, another cross going in. He tries to find Brennan Johnson. Doesn't find him. That guy day by day. Exactly. Saka. And it's going to be now over with Rodon. Now back into the defense here with Davies. Now over to Ampado. Now to De Silva. Now back to Davies. And all the way back to Darlow, the goalkeeper. I think it's going to be like 30 seconds of extra time, minute of extra time. 30 seconds a minute. I don't know why I said half a unit there. Darlow's just going to hold up the ball. Maybe there'll be none. I don't know. I think that Watkins injury definitely was about a minute long. Okay, it's going to be announced in like 20 seconds. See how the English fans love to leave early for halftime? I know they're all getting up and walking to the concessions. Like, geez, guys, you can sit down for another 2 minutes. Not that deep. Why? Literally 2 minutes left of gameplay, and I don't get it. You pay for the ticket. Like, wouldn't you want to maximize the amount of stuff you're watching rather than going in, you know? That's why I don't actually leave for the halftime. I actually sit in the whole half and I watch, like, the halftime. You know, sometimes the little kids come out and play on the field, or they do the subs warming up on the field. I sit all the time and watch because I paid for the ticket. Doing it max value out, not going to pay for some drinks, you know. There's just more money being spent. Spence Seguihi. Need something to eat, 90% obese. I don't know what they're trying to live the opposite life, you know. They're seeing all these this is their fitness. They see these fit guys running around the field and they're like, yeah, I'm fit like them. And then they go and eat 2 cheeseburgers in 30 minutes. And they do it early to avoid the crowd inside. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, reasonable. It makes sense. But, you know, personally, I just sit and watch the whole halftime thing because unless I need water, I don't like to spend during the halftime. I just like to enjoy the match and then enjoy the atmosphere of the stadium. Because, yeah, I rarely go to stadiums. I rarely do. Rarely do. When I do, I just want to enjoy it. It's going to be a corner for England with the 30 seconds remaining. If they got a goal here, I mean, phenomenal. Phenomenal if they got a goal here. 4-0 by halftime. That's what I did predict, but don't think it's going to happen here, unfortunately. Watch when the whistle blows, they all automatically stood up. Okay, I'm going to be, you know, eyeing this up. Here we go, about 10 seconds left of this half. So as soon as this corner misses, let's see everyone stand up. It was actually a close corner as well. Another corner for England, actually. Guayi almost scores a goal. Wow. Here we go. This corner, when they miss, is going to be a whistle. 100%. I don't think they're scoring from this, to be honest. Yeah, that should have been a goal kick there. I'm surprised they've given a corner for that one. Guayi literally touches that straight out. That should be a corner. I mean, a goal kick. Oh, they have given a goal kick. Okay, fair enough. The referee must have changed his mind. Okay, here we go. This is going to be kicked down the field by Darlow, and should be halftime. Any second now. Yeah, everyone rises to their feet. Everyone going in. There we go. Love to see it, you know. Absolute masses walking in, causing an earthquake as they're going inside. And that's the first half. I mean, first half, honestly, enjoyable game so far. In terms of first half as well, to Netherlands versus Malta, it's 1-0 for Netherlands currently. I think their second half has actually started, if I'm right. Yeah, the second half has actually started already. But yeah, honestly, first half, very enjoyable. I like that first half. So how these double chin guys talk about athletes conditioning. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm going to have my halftime break, okay? Because I've not had a break between the Minecraft stream. I instantly got off that. I made this stream, and then I went on the stream. I had like 10 seconds break where I went outside with my dog. But yeah, I'm going to have an actual break here. Have a little bit of a relax. See you guys in about 10 minutes when we start for the second half. Thank you everyone for watching as well. Appreciate it. Just go on the Be Right Back screen and be right back, I guess. So, let's go. W's. Write any questions in the chat as well, yeah, for me, and I'll try and read them in the halftime and I'll answer them, whatever. But yeah, otherwise, W's. See you guys in like 5-10 minutes. All right, guys, we back to the stream. Yep, W's. Okay. So supposedly Rashford's on as well. I just saw your comment then, Sherry. Having a nice chat with some of you guys, which is always good, delightful. Appreciate it. And yeah, we are back. Let's see what happens in the second half here. Love how my time was just playing the whole time. You know, I'm just so phenomenally on point today with stuff. And also, thank you, camera, for moving slightly downwards every 10 seconds so that I'm slowly moving off cam. Appreciate it. Here we go. I'm going to also remove this. Okay, there we go. And it's going to be a kickoff now for Wales. And yeah, I mean, that movie stuff is looking tough, Owen, honestly. Yeah, do a poll for fun about who is the most favorite viewer. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put pressure on different people. I'm just going to... Yeah, no, it's not obviously you, Sherry. It's obviously me. You know, I'm the favorite viewer and I'm also the content creator. Here we go. It's going to be Brooks taking the kickoff here. So yeah, Watkins was subbed off due to injury, supposedly. So let's see how Rashford performs to the second half. And the kickoff has begun. Just do it for fun? Absolutely not. I don't like to compare people, because everyone in my eyes is equal. And yeah, I don't like comparing. It makes other people feel bad. Maybe CDF is one of them, maybe. I don't know. And you're saying, like, the viewer that watches? Yeah, I know. But I don't want people to compare each other. I like just having it natural. Rashford. Now back to Spence. Spence might take a shot here. It's going to be deflected away. That could have actually been a goal if that was on target, not deflected. Yeah, Spence, good shot there. That was a good shot. And it's going to be now Konsa taking the throw-in. Konsa throws it. It's going to be ran in and collected by Saka. A little bit of a tussle for the ball. Konsa still holding it up. He's going to play it back now to Morgan Rogers. One touch back to Konsa. Now back over into the defense there for John Stones. Now to Guehi. Stones. You're 10 out of 10 when it comes to watch the longer streams. I mean, yeah, 100%. Guehi. You're basically there on every single one of them. Sherry, which is an absolute W. And Rashford sends the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper there, Pickford. Game streams not so much. I mean, fair enough, you know. Always a role model admits when they're, you know, not them. This is going to be now Anderson. That's why I never admit when I'm not them. 2 hours of intense work in those Minecraft streams. Exactly. Spence. Now back to Guehi. Now to Stones, who slips over. Still manages to get the pass off. That was lucky by Stones because he absolutely was fumbling right there. Don't know what he's doing. You know, having a little bit of a slip and slide audition right there. Rice back to Guehi. And England is starting to do pass at the back and not play forward, which is Arteta tactics. Please, can we just play the ball forward? England, please. I would love to watch some fluent attacking football. Yeah. Pickford's also joined the back line here. Who does Rashford think he is? Rashford thinks he's him with the current, you know, underlap he just did there for Rice running forward. Rice holding the ball up. He's going to play it back to Rashford. Let's see what Rashford does with it. And he might actually have a bit of a run into the box. Yeah, absolutely not going to work. Bro thinks he's Mbappe. Yeah, I actually did think he thought he was Mbappe there for a second, trying to sprint past the whole defense. Not going to work for you. Neco Williams gets a little bit of a foul. It's going to be a free kick now for Wales. If Wales got 3 goals here, that would be the comeback of the century. I'm not even joking you. Literally, it would be the comeback of the century. Smash like for that. Yeah, let's just please just have some goals in the second half. And it's going to be now a deep ball by Williams playing forward. You saw that. He thought he was fast. Exactly. He did. It's going to be a goal kick now for England. Just went from one side goal kick to the other side goal kick. I mean, what is going on? A little flip-flong motion right there. Spence is the one to also defend Brennan Johnson nicely. I love how the two Tottenham guys are on each other this game. Rice. Back to Anderson. Also not leaving out Davies, of course. John Stones. And Stones now back over to Guehi. And Guehi plays a through ball there to Rashford. Now back into the defense there for Spence. Guehi. And Guehi now over to Anderson. Anderson sends a long ball there, trying to find Saka. I think this goes straight out. It was not a good long ball. Yeah, that was not a good long ball at all. Saka's saying it was his fault. It definitely wasn't. It was, you know, Anderson for absolutely sending that rocket down the field. And here we go. It's going to be Darlow taking the goal kick. He's actually going to just play it over to, I think, is he letting Rodon take the goal kick? Yeah, he is. Okay, Rodon to Darlow. Now over to Davies. Now to De Silva. Plays it forward there to Cullen. Cullen sends it long, trying to find Brooks. Unsuccessful. It's going to be touched up by Anderson. I think Kane is most likely to break Lewer's record. Yeah, 100%. I do think that Kane is going to be one of the Bundesliga all-time goal scorers. I'm not even joking. This guy is phenomenal. He is actually phenomenal. I think he'll stay at Bayern for a while too. And as long as he keeps, you know, scoring, he's going to break it. As long as he doesn't get injured. I mean, he's injured now. That's why he's not playing this game. But, you know, he rarely gets injured, I think, for long-term situations. You know, I feel like a lot of, you know, key crucial players for club and country don't really get injured most of the time. For example, you know, Ronaldo. Ronaldo barely gets injured. You know, barely. In terms of, you know, ACL, that sort of stuff. Saka, I think it's just because of body care. That's why it happens. You know, he cares for his body a lot. Saka trying to find a through ball to Concert. It's going to be cleaned up. And it's played down the field. Yeah, but it's friendly, so whatever. Yeah, 100%. Tottenham are holding him back. For sure, Tottenham are holding him back. And this is going to be Gordon. It's going to give a cross in, trying to find Rashford. He should have found that cross to Rashford there, Gordon. You did an absolute abysmal cross. That was disgusting. Good win-back pressure by Concert as well. Force a ball loss to Gordon. Gordon should have cut it back initially. He took way too long to get the cut. Nice defense there from, I think it was, who was defending that? I don't actually know. It was, I think it was Rodon again defending that one. Here we go. It's a corner anyway. Let's see what Rice does. I think this is going to be a miss. I just have a feeling. I don't think they're going to score one from a bit. Rice almost falls from 1 to 2 passing. Yeah, he fell straight away from that corner. What the heck was that? Okay, this is going to be Saka. Plays it forward. This should be a goal. It hits the inner crossbar. That is unlucky there. I mean, what the heck? Rodgers could have had his second. Hits the inner crossbar. Man, that is unlucky. And then Rice was offside anyway. I don't know why they did that one touch so quickly there. Anderson to Rice. Should have been a 2-touch control. Yeah, unlucky from Morgan Rodgers. You roasted a person who said that to you in the comments. Fair enough. Owen, good roast. What you mean in this? You mean in this comment section? And random question. Yes, Alexa. Would you give you some diamonds in Minecraft? I actually responded to your comment and I said that in the chest in the secret base is everything you need. There's no diamonds there, but there is a lot of diamonds around that area. That's kind of why I made the secret base. So yeah, everything you need there is like a full stack of iron. You can't use all of it, but you know, just take what you need. Yeah, who said that exactly? I haven't seen that comment in like at all. Rice to now Rashford, play back over now to Anderson. Through ball to Rice. Peenskoy? Who the heck is that? I've never seen someone call that in the chat before. Oh, it's in a different channel. Okay. Where is the secret base? You have to watch the stream to find out, Alexa. Must be Ron. Probably. De Silva is going to take the throw in here for Wales. Why is it just me, or is De Silva like genuinely look like a I don't know. He reminds me of someone. I just don't know how to word it. I don't know if anyone else is reminded by De Silva's, you know, body type there. I mean, you know, like facial construction, body type. He just reminds me of someone else. It's going to be now over to Brennan Johnson. Gets absolutely hammered there by Spence. It's going to be a free kick for Wales. And yeah, good night, Alexa. Exactly. Make sure to watch the stream because then you can see where the secret base is. Yeah, I turned off coordinates as well, so you have to kind of, you know, watch how I walk to it. Definitely did that on purpose, for sure. This is going to be now Davies with the ball. Just going to play it over to Rodon. And Nabry, what? Are we talking about Gnabry? Gnabry's not on the field. Also, did Netherlands score another? No, they did not. Austria's winning 7-0 to San Marino at the 55th minute. Jeez Louise. Croatia and Czechia drawing 0-0. Faroe Islands 2-0 to Montenegro. Finland 1-2-1 to Lithuania. What in the world is the Austria game going on? Who scored? Schmid, Arnautovic, 2 goals. Schmid, 1 goal. Gretoric, 1 goal. Posch, 2 goals. Leimer, 1 goal. Alaba got an assist. Dancer got an assist. Posch got 1 assist as well. I think Posch is going to be player of the match, honestly. 2 goals, 1 assist from right back. That's insane. Yeah, Serge Gnabry. I know Serge Gnabry. But, like, what the heck, bro? And France tomorrow? Yes, France is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hyped for France game. It's against who exactly? I just need to just double check. I think it's like, is it Azerbaijan? Yeah, it's Azerbaijan. I was just making sure. Also Iceland, Ukraine, Belgium, North Macedonia, Sweden, Switzerland, and Kosovo, Slovenia, Northern Ireland, Slovakia, Germany, Luxembourg, and Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan are playing all at the same time then. What the heck? That doesn't even make sense. Why are they playing? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Azerbaijan, they're playing. I don't think they're a Russian country. I don't believe so. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe they were former Soviet Union. My history knowledge not up to, you know, the sharpest in the book at the moment. Yeah, I do think that France got this under wraps. Theo Hernandez first return back to the national team, and Kingsley Coman, you know, Coman for NASA's now playing in the national team there, and Theo for Halal. We'd love to see that. Yeah, Wales almost just scored then with that header. Pickford just leaves it, and it's going to be a goal kick here for England. Looks like there's an injury on the ground as well. I think that is John Stones on the floor. Where's my boy Maguire as well? Why is he not in the national team? Like, he's not even in the subs. Should be called up. You think it's close to Russia? Yeah, probably. Again, as I said, you know, not to scratch there. And, yeah, that was a close attempt there by Wales. This is actually their closest of the game so far. It was a header originally. I think it was by, who does it? Brooks, and then Moore, I believe. You hope it shows on TV? Yeah, hopefully. I do think it will. I do think it will. Stones and Maguire would be a cold duo. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But especially Maguire. I really like Maguire. He's actually rumoured to join Al Nassr. I'm not down against that. I really think Maguire, he plays for the badge wherever he is, you know. He really does. And I would be fine having him at the, you know, as a substitute for Simican. Inigo Martinez, I think, is just crucial to stay on. But yeah, 100%. I do believe Maguire would be a phenomenal player to really lead that centre-back slot if he ever came to Nassr. But yeah, he is actually heavily rumoured to join us, which I'm surprised. You know, I originally thought they were fine with the 2 centre-backs, but yeah, heavily rumoured, which means that we get a third, you know, backup centre-back. We can have 1 backup player, and then we can get, you know, a midfielder or something that we're still going to get. You said to Penskoy. Oh, look at the language, bro. How did they teach you that by the mum that doesn't exist anymore? So maybe, you need to learn what the truth is. And also 6'7" is cringe. Okay. That was a lot to condense into, you know, about a paragraph of text. Yeah, not to Dino, to Penskoy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Phenomenal roast, I guess. You know, fair enough. This is going to be a free kick now for England. I'm assuming it's a free kick. Yeah. Your boy Pickford, Skibbity Rashford's going to take this one. Here we go. Let's see what Pickford does. Again, really would have played Trafford for this match as a friendly, and then I would have played Pickford for the main matches. I don't like the choice that they just play Pickford all the time. I mean, it's heavy reliance when I feel like Trafford's just as enabled goalkeeper. You know, he had the most saves in the championship. You know, most clean sheets, I think, as well. Bro's still traumatized, you assume. Doesn't have any swearing, so it's child-friendly. Yeah, that is child-friendly for sure. Spence, I'll be saying that to my 2-year-old child all the time. Definitely, if you guys have children, make sure to read Owen's comment right there and, you know, make sure to read it with full effect against them. It's going to be now Morgan Rogers to John Stones, now to Guehi. And Rice, Guehi, again, just passing back. This is what I'm saying. The tempo's really slowed down a ton. I don't appreciate the tempo slowdown. I would have liked England to keep going, trying to push for another goal. Saka might have a chance here, actually, if he keeps playing upfield. He's going to just hold the ball up, plays it forward to Konsa. The run is just not able to get there. 3 of your workers is freaking out, beating up Pinskoy. Please don't tell me Pinskoy is one of your alt accounts. No way, bro. Okay, it's Konsa. Back to Saka. And Saka's just going to play the ball over to John Stones. John Stones holding it up. He might pass it over to Spence, Jed Spence. Now over to Rashford. Let's see if Rashford can get a pass over. He does. He gets it to Guehi. And Guehi to Anderson. John Stones. Anderson. Back to Guehi. And through ball to Rice. And it's going to be now Spence. One touch there with Rashford. Spence still has it. He's still got it. He won it after like 3 tackles there on the ball. Rogers plays it over to Saka. Saka might go for a shot. I don't know. He does go for a shot. It's going to be a corner for England. Good job by Saka there. Good gameplay. Any changes in any other games? It looks like that, as it stands, still all the games that are currently being played, which is, Netherlands have scored 2 other goals. They got another pen there, Gakpo converted, and then Reinders has just scored a goal now. So yeah, that was interesting. They just up their score to 3-0. Okay, Rice. Here we go. Let's see what he does with the corner. Did Salah used to get hate heavily before? You didn't really follow us. Oh, you mean Saka. Sorry, not Salah. He got hate on England, not on Arsenal, as far as I'm concerned. Because, as they say in Arsenal, he's the star boy. Whereas on England, he was absolutely bashed. He was bashed because he missed his pen in one of the Euros, which made them lose the final. And he was being racially abused, which is not great at all. And now, he really, redeemed himself. And what does he have to redeem himself with? It's a penalty shootout. You're going to miss a pen sometimes, You can't help it. It's just unlucky unfortunate that day or whatever. But yeah, now he's not really hated on, I assume. I don't know what the England fans' high morale is against Saka. As it stands, the people in the crowd clapping him every time he does something, so I'm assuming it's not the end of the world there. Flat Earth is still playing Minecraft. Thomas Tuchel just trying to rile on the players there. I mean, they should really be going for another goal here. I don't know why they're sitting comfortable with 3-0. Saka is bad at taking pens. I mean, he's not the worst pen taker I've seen. There's definitely worse, but, there's no need to be racist about it, and say that he's, like, insanely trash. And it was actually not a missed pen. I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, it was actually a saved pen by Donnarumma. So, it's not like it was full his fault. I think only Kane scored the pen. Yeah. There were some other players missed, if I remember correctly. Maguire scored. Maguire always scores his pen. That guy's cracked at pens. He's like Nuno Mendes. Yeah, cold pen by Maguire, exactly. Maguire's the Nuno Mendes of England for penalties. And Maguire is actually the Maldini of defenders of the new generation. I'm not even joking. Maguire is genuinely the best defender of all time. Hands down. Not even joking. Not joking. I'm being full-on serious here. Like, genuinely the best defender of all time. Foul there by Ampadu. It looks like he's going to come off here. He definitely did foul Morgan Rogers. He's on the ground. Let's see if that was definitely a foul or not. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul. I'm tired. Absolutely bashes into Rogers there. Not the best play from Ampadu. I think he's coming off here as well. So it's going to be a quadruple substitution here for Wales. It's going to be Chris Memphin coming on. Ronan Capaccio coming on. Jordan James and Josh Sheehan. And coming off is going to be Ampadu, Wilson, Davies, Williams. So they are all the subs off. And subs on are those guys that I just said then. Okay. And Owen, is that word racist or is that guy racist? Yeah, is his name racist or is the guy? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I thought it was like saying a racist word, and I was gonna be like, I made a mistake there. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be now, I think, a free kick for England. No, it's gonna be a throw-in. They did not give that fouls a free kick. I'm so surprised, man. I'm so surprised. Okay, Concert now to Anderson. England should be doing another sub soon. I don't know why they're not. It's a friendly. You're winning 3-0. Sub, give players time. Stones holding up the ball, especially since these guys look like they're absolutely getting injured on the field. So I would be subbing everyone who looks like they're getting injured. It's going to be Jed Spence. And it's going to be now sent over by Guehi to Saka. Hold up. Can't wait for that Portugal match. I know, I can't wait. My football academy supposedly has something on at the time, just before the match. Now, I'm going to see clarify the timings for it, because if I need to attend, I will attend it, and DinoDoomz will do the stream for me at the start, and I'll come on eventually, like we did for that one El Nasser stream. But otherwise, if it's beforehand, then I'll do that, and then I'll come onto the stream probably as quick as possible, you know, which will probably be when the match starts. So yeah, I won't miss much. But I'll get back to you guys. I'll let you know. It's been so long since you've seen Ronaldo play. I mean, it's been, yeah, a week, which is a long time. It's been more than a week, actually. It's been a week and a half. I don't know why SPL didn't do one extra match day, because every other league did one, and then SPL sort of just had a break for the weekend and just let everyone else. Maybe DinoDoomz will stream it. Yeah, most likely it will be me streaming it, but DinoDoomz might stream the beginning of it, like the first 20, 30 minutes. Because if you didn't know, my football academy is like 40 minutes from where I live, so I have to kind of travel there. And it's not actually me finishing the academy and then watching the match, it's the fact that I have to travel back, and it actually takes some time. So yeah. Scotland 1-0 to 1-1 to Greece as well. Just a little fun fact there for the World Cup qualifiers. Jed Spence passes back now to Guehi, now to Anderson, now to Declan Rice, and now over to John Stones. Can I bring DinoDoomz for clubs tomorrow? Yeah, most likely I will. I'll bring him for clubs, don't worry. We'll see what I can do. Who scored McTominay? I can give you a little bit of a heads up there who scored, because I just got that notification actually on the match I'm watching. So, yeah. Scotland. I don't follow Scotland on football. Wow. That's interesting. I thought I followed every team, but I guess not. Every national team specifically. Who scored in your game? Christie scored. And it was assist by no one. It looks like Andy Robertson might have actually assisted that. Yeah, and then for Greece, it was Simicus who scored, obviously. You know, Greek GOAT. Yeah. Okay, back onto this Netherlands one. Actually, I'll put the Scotland-Greece one on just on the side. Was there at the same time stamp. We go. Corner for England. Rice sends it in. Very deep corner. Jeez. John Stone's header almost scores there. The referee does give a free kick. There was a foul, I think, on Cullen. Looked like. Yeah, and then you can see the movie exactly, Owen. Probably if DinoDoomz is on the stream, though, he would probably be sitting... So, see over here, right? There's my bed, like, there. And there's a couch right there, like, off cam. He would probably be sitting there. Maybe I can get a cam linked up to him. I'll have to try and see. But, yeah, he'll probably be there. You swear it's been like 2 weeks since Ronaldo last played? Yeah, exactly, you know. I mean, I don't know if I just had a dementia fade then, but didn't I swear I just said that it'd been 2 weeks? So, okay, something's happening. Pickford plays it over to Jed Spence. Now he's going to play it back to Pickford. Come on, Pickford, what are you going to do, my guy? You're going to just absolutely slam the ball down the field. That's what you're going to do to absolutely no one. Great play, Pickford. You're a phenomenal goalkeeper. Finally, England are doing a sub here, and it looks like it's going to be the Morgan Rogers coming off, I think. I do believe Morgan Rogers is coming off. Yeah, Sarker's coming off, and Rice is coming off, and Anderson are coming off. And coming on is going to be Gibbs White, Morgan Gibbs White, who is coming off and getting the captain's armband, I believe, maybe? Who's getting the captain's armband? No way. There is no way that the snake has snuck his way into the England squad. How is Jordan Henderson getting the captain's armband? How is he playing? What the heck? How is Jordan Henderson on the England national team? Oh my goodness. This guy got bribes in like the royal family or something. What the heck? How is he playing for the national team? I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. How's he a snake? He's not a snake. He's not a snake. I just like snake is like what weaves his way in. That's what I meant. How is he in the national team? What the heck? It doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. Literally, 0 sense at all. I don't know how he's on the national team. This guy absolutely just teleports into the national team and believes he belongs there. And yeah, I mean, the other substitutions, I'll just read them out. So we got Henderson, Morgan Gibbs White, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Jared Bowen all coming on. And yeah, Sarker, Rice, Anderson, Rogers coming off. Also looks like Gordon's playing striker now, if that's the case, I think. Bowen's playing like right mid. And it's going to be now back to the goalkeeper for Scotland, for Wales, Darlow. And it's going to be played forward there by Cullen, trying to touch the ball. And that's a very bad touch there by, I think that was Brooks. Just couldn't find a pass. Cleaned up by Morgan Gibbs White. Now back to Guahi. Now to Jordan Henderson. Now to John Stones. I'm surprised they haven't brought on a defensive sub. I would have actually been trying out defensive subs first if I was them. I would have really been playing... specifically, I would have tried out Eze, first of all, in the attack instead of Henderson. Then I would have played Quansah and Lewis Skelly. I think would give them two a try. And it's going to be now Hendo. There's a foul by Jed Spence. And it's going to be a yellow card possibly coming out for Jed Spence. It looks like Wales managers still not impressed by the performance of the Wales national team here. I mean... what are you going to do? 3-0 down for basically the whole game, you know. Yeah, Spence yellow card as well. How are you going to make World War II child-friendly? What? Okay, wait, I need to read context for this. Can't wait for next week, because finally, next week, you'll make a movie about CDF versus World War II child-friendly. Yeah, how you make a World War II child-friendly edition? What the heck? I'm pretty sure World War II is like the least child-friendly thing you could possibly pick. And try and make that child-friendly. I mean, not the least, but it's up there in like a top 5 situation. Good header. Wow. That was a very good header by... who in the world did that one? Memphin. Memphin, diving header. Almost scores for Wales. Good save by Pickford. Skibbity Rashford. He absolutely sent that one. And he now passes the ball over there to Anthony Gordon. Gordon Ramsay passes now back to Guahi. That was a very good diving header. I can't believe Pickford actually saved that. And you won't put the leader name, aka the name, yes. And what is it? It is, and also it will have guns and fighting. It will have guns and fighting, and how's that kid friendly? You know, shouldn't that be like PG-15 or PG-12? I mean, you know, I'm not a faint-hearted person, so I personally don't think much of it. But you know, I mean. Technically, in movie ratings, that should be like a PG-12. John Stones. Playing the ball back to Pickford. And he's going to absolutely lob that one. I'm guessing straight out. No, he actually finds someone. He finds Anthony Gordon Ramsay. And now it's going to be over to Gibbs White. And White plays to Bowen. Let's see what Jared does. He's probably going to try and cut this in. He might actually take the shot for himself. No, he just plays it back to Jordan Henderson. Now to Morgan Gibbs White. Now over to... Hendo, now to Gibbs White, now with Stones. Stones finds a through ball there. Bowen tries to get the one touch by Gordon to get a nice through ball. There's actually a little bit of pressure as well from, I think that is Loftus-Cheek trying to find some pressure, unable to. Man United are 10th right now. They actually might be top 8 at the end. I know they actually might. I think if Ruben gets a signing in January as well, like a good signings, Le Mans plays as he did last game, United might actually be able to even finish top 5. I'm not even stretching that. You know, I don't even support them. I don't support any club in the Prem, but just based off facts, I do think it's possible. Now, Ruben just has to not, you know, turn into an idiot when he's managing, and he should actually try and, you know, play players in their proper positions, and not Luke Shaw playing as a whatever he plays as. And, yeah, especially play Le Mans in every game. Do not play Bayendier again. England always play intense football, which might not be a good thing. Yeah, because as you can see here, look at the game's dying out. The game is dying out. It's literally like the candles reach the end of the wick and they are dead. Rashford sends a long ball. That might be a penalty there for England there. I do think there was a foul by... I don't know who that is for Wales. I think that's Mempham. Yeah, it's Mempham. Can't tell because they don't have names on the back of their shirt. Thank you, kit organisers. Really appreciate that. It won't be 18 plus. You think you'll put endgame at 13 plus unless parental guidance. Okay. 18 plus for horror will be the Battle of Castle Worlds, the Assassin Part 3. Okay. Sounds like a plan, Owen. Can't wait for the movie, you know, to come out. I thought there was going to be emojis in them too. Like, I thought that was a new update as well. Also, is it just me, or is there like paper aeroplanes being thrown across the field continually? I keep seeing this like weird object that looks like a paper airplane. I think it's the drone wire. Showing some random guy in the crowd nobody asked for. Please just go back to the game. I'm sure it's someone famous, but I just don't know who it is. Intense football at the start and always fumbled at last. Yeah, I know, especially against an opponent not like Wales. If they're versing here, for example, Portugal, I think they're finished. I do, unfortunately. You know, they need to start playing balanced football where they're not just absolutely rushing out at the start, scoring a couple, and then they go and die. Because if they're versing a better team than Wales, they're going to get conceded against, just with how, you know, close Wales has been to scoring too. And now it's going to be sent deep there by, I think that was De Silva. Yeah, De Silva. He's got a throw in now as well. Also a substitution here for Wales. It's going to be Lewis Kumas coming on and Mark Harris coming on. It looks like replacing them, being replaced, is Moore and Brennan Johnson. And also the reason why most movies won't have emojis in these past 5 days is due to it already being printed out, so we can't go back unless we want to wait another month. Okay, I see. And you don't understand they kicks out so many players from Chelsea. Why would you change a winning team? You don't understand the thought process there. Yeah, I know. I don't understand it. You mean in England? Or you mean in Chelsea? Because, for example, and I don't know why, if it's just me or something, why in the world does the English national team not like Cole Palmer? I know he's injured now, so he can't play, but why in the world does he like not start every game for them? Just confuses me. Should be starting every single game for them. He's literally up there with England's best player, hands down. You know, Harry Kane's better argument currently just because of his form and stuff. But, you know, future best player, I mean, for sure, it's going to be Cole. Like, he genuinely looks like he doesn't even try when he plays as well, when he's, you know, on that point. Carries Chelsea too. Hard carries them. And it's going to be now at the back line here. Rodon now to Mempham. Now to De Silva. You don't understand it either. Didn't he score a goal in the Euro final? Yeah, coming off the bench. I'm pretty sure he came off the bench in that one and he scored. It's like, come on, he should have been playing the whole game. He hard carries teams. I mean, it's so obvious that in reality, people try and downplay him, say he scores pens or whatever. First of all, pens are part of football. Again, I hate that thing saying he scores penalties only. Like, come on. And second of all, if you watch football with your eyes, you can literally see this guy doesn't even try when he plays. They're picking Saka over Cole. But you don't even have to pick Saka over Cole. You play Saka right wing and you play Cole AM. Cole can play AM just as good as right wing. And I like him in AM, honestly, a little bit more just because he's more central and he links up with everyone, especially Kane. And I know they're trying to pick Jude over him. Personally, I would be picking Cole over Jude just based on how they currently play. But I would pick Jude maybe in a deeper role, maybe a more of a CM role. Because in the end, I think Cole Palmer is one of England's best players, hands down. I think he is definitely just such a good player. If you ask me to pick Jude or Cole over like each other in Real Madrid, like if I had to pick best version of Cole Palmer or best version of Jude, I would probably pick Cole, but I like Jude just as much. Like, that's very tight for me, though. I just really think Cole is such a good player. Lewis Skelly also coming on here. I think this is a good option to sub on. I really think Lewis needs his time to develop into the national team. I think he's going to be a very phenomenal left back for England. Let's see how he plays in this remainder of the game. John Stone's coming off as well. Looks like that Jed Spence will be playing centre back now. Guaranteed picks should be Kane, Jude, Cole, Saka, Maguire, maybe Rice. Yeah, and I think in the defense, I think Guehi is a must pick now. I do. I think for England, Guehi is a must pick. Not because of this performance currently, but just because I think he's such a solid centre back. And for goal, I would really be trying Trafford a couple of games. I just want to see how he can perform in the national team. You know, he's young. Pickford's how old? Pickford's 31, man. Like, Trafford's only 22. He's got so much game times ahead of him. You know, give him a chance. Please, give him a chance. Have Pickford as a backup. And then, you know, if Trafford doesn't perform in a friendly, play Pickford. I don't really care. But just, you know, give Trafford a little bit of a chance. Please, Thomas Tuchel. And the most popular movies on the way in those three AF... Wait, I was going to say AFK. AKA Endgame is the most popular for being... Here's a chance by Gordon, first of all, just before I interrupt myself. That was a very good chance. The first ever proper-length movie other than 45 minutes. That would be crazy, you know. Full-length feature film on the chat. Insane. It's going to be now... He taking the throw-in? No, it's Lewis Skelly. He looks so much like Guehi from range here. I'm not even joking. He threw it to Gordon. Gordon doesn't know how to touch the ball for his life, so it's been lost. Lewis Skelly cleans up back into the defense there. Jed Spence now playing on the right back section actually here. It's going to be with Bowen. And it looks like Conce's maybe also playing centre back. So it actually looks like Spence is playing right back. Conce's playing centre back and Guehi's playing centre back. I do think Guehi is such a phenomenal player. I do think he maybe will be the heir to the captaincy of England. Besides the fact of Kane, I think being also a very good captain choice as well. Gordon dribbling upfield. Plays it through there. Nice little one touch there by Lewis Skelly. Gordon takes a shot. Unable to score. That would have been a good goal there. Good end touch. I don't think Thomas Tuchel's too happy about the miss there. I wouldn't be so myself, just with how much space he actually had in the end to really find one. Yeah, it's not good in the end. I do think that was a very... He doesn't even hit it correctly. Like, he hits it straight on with the toe. Does also have a toe poke there. It's not great. Really think he should play a little bit better. Maybe backheeled it actually behind him to Lewis Skelly, who's right there behind him. It's going to be a throw-in now for England. Here we go. England take the throw. It's now back in the defense for Konsa. Just going to hold up the ball. Konsa now to Hendo. And Hendo does a through ball there to absolutely no one. It's going to be collected, though, by Gibbs White. Gibbs White trying to find the through ball there. Unable to. The fact is, as well, look how much quality England has. They have Gibbs White. They have... let's just go in order. Lewis Skelly, Jed Spence, Guehi, Stones, Konsa, Maguire, Rice, Gibbs White, Jude Bellingham, Cole Palmer, Saka, Watkins, Kane. They've got Gallagher from Atleti as well. They've literally got him. They got... Who else they got? They got Gordon. They got Loftus-Cheek. They got... who else? Rashford. They got Eze. They got... Kane. I already said Kane, I think. Trafford as a goalkeeper sub. Pickford. They have literally our team stacked with quality. If they're not reaching final next year, I mean, if they're not reaching the final against Portugal, I would be so... I wouldn't understand it. It would have to be a manager problem then. There is no way it's a player quality problem. It's a manager problem. You know, and I mean, this manager hasn't had a World Cup yet, so he hasn't got to prove himself. He hasn't had an international tournament. But we'll have to wait and see how he can perform in one. I don't think you can say, it's his first international tournament, so, give him some time after the World Cup. I think if you don't win the World Cup, or if you don't come in the final or, semi-finals, you're out, get out. You're not good enough to manage a team like this. It's the same with Portugal as well. Roberto Martinez. I will say this now. I think Roberto Martinez, he's not the best manager, but he is the best at building the team chem. And that's what we need, team chem. I don't really want to risk. I don't know what you guys think. I don't really want to risk getting Jose Mourinho as the manager for Portugal now. I think maybe if it was before the Nations League, I would have. Now, I don't think so. I think it's better if we stick with who we have. Because I think if it's, first of all, if it's not broken, don't fix it. We've won every game, basically, that we've had since the Nations League. And since that loss to Denmark, I think that was the only time where we lost and then we won against them anyway in the reverse fixture. But, I really won't. I don't think it's a good idea because some people are saying bring in Jose Mourinho, Roberto Martinez is not a good manager. It doesn't matter what he's like at managing. He makes the team fit together insane. His chemistry for them is insane. I remember Portugal in the Euros, not in the Euros, the one beforehand, literally, they didn't play well together at all. The World Cup was disgusting watching them. It literally looked like they weren't even a team. I'm not even joking. It looked like that they literally hated each other, the players, when they were playing. Now, they're all brothers. They're in a brotherhood. And even João Cancelo, I didn't think he could be redeemed in terms of being in a brotherhood with these other guys. I remember he really distinctly didn't like Ronaldo much. Now, the guy is like, I don't know, they just like, everyone likes each other. And it's good. This coach brings in a happy atmosphere. Yeah, let Roberto Martinez be the manager. Exactly. It doesn't matter how you play. Like, if you can make everyone on that team perform well at their best, you're winning stuff. And he won the Nations League against the supposed glory team Spain, who, to be honest, just a bunch of talk merchants that they are. They've got quality, but they're also so yappy and, silence those guys so they can never speak a light of day again until they do win something. But yeah, I do really entrust the World Cup and Roberto Martinez now. And we'll see on Saturday. I mean, it's another World Cup qualifier. I think João Cancelo is still weird. Yeah, he's still weird, but he's not, it's not as bad. Remember in that last game against, not Hungary, the game before that against whatever team it was. I can't remember. It was like someone. The game we streamed where Felix scored, Ronaldo scored 2 goals. They both scored 2 goals. I mean, it's just so he was actually playing with them. He wasn't just not passing at all. And I think it's going back to that day, when Cancelo was playing for Juventus with Cristiano. They then were actually playing nice with each other. And I think that chem is starting to rekindle itself. It might take longer than the rest of the team, but it's starting to rekindle. And I think the same's with Felix. Armenia, exactly. Same as with Felix. Personally, I thought Felix had minimal chemistry with any of the attackers on Portugal's squad. I thought he didn't really like Ronaldo too much. I mean, he did, but he's not, like some of these other guys. And, when you don't work with you, it doesn't matter if you like Messi more or whatever on the Portugal team. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to respect your captain. Like, you see how the Argentina players respect Messi. They all think he's the best ever. They all love him. And it works for them. The same thing really should happen with Portugal, where, you respect your captain, because as we saw with Al Nassr in the last game against the Kings Cup game, where we just barely won, or not in the Kings Cup, the AFC 2, the last game we watched of theirs, where they were barely winning without Cristiano in that attack, sort of commanding the attack. We did have subs on, we didn't have our whole team, but still we were giving away a lot of chances, especially when we brought them on even. It wasn't the most comfortable of wins. And it's because, regardless of what Cristiano does on the ball, he commands the attack. He shows the attack how to, be forceful up the field. And look at this empty seats in this match. I know. I'm so surprised why there's so many empty seats. I mean, I did not expect this from an England match, to be honest. Maybe we're just being unlucky and we're looking at one side where it's just little people, and then behind the camera, everyone's sitting there. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. But back onto what I was saying, right? yeah, Felix, once he joined Al Nassr, right, he's just developed such a perfect chem with Ronaldo and even the others, but specifically Ronaldo, that he brings this into the Portugal squad, and man, he just clicks with them. He literally clicks with them, and it's so good. It's so nice to see them play. And to be honest, like, I think that was what he needed. He needed someone that's got quality and experience in the national team, and also the same nationality, you know, not even just if they're on the national team. If they're in the same nationality, someone who's got quality experience, someone who's, you know, not been so lucky, coming in, and they just have such a nice build connection. And welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing good. And Austria versus San Marino 10-0. I know I've got that one just up on the score sheet. Did Alaba score? I'm just checking right now. No, he did not. Arnautovic scored 4 goals. Holy God. Wow. Yeah, Lamer 1 goal. Wurmbrand 1 goal. Posh 2 goals. Smid 1 goal. Gregoric 1 goal. And yeah, that is insane. 10-0 to San Marino. Give them a break, please, Austria. You know, let them score 1 goal. I feel sad for San Marino whenever they play. I swear they might never win. Yeah, it's friendlies. Not many people care. I mean, I would still go. If this was like a local thing, if I was near a national team for my, like, if Saudi was playing in ITVX Stadium, I would be going there immediately. Yeah, and back to the our topic. Exactly. I mean, I don't know if you agree with me or not. And this looks like Al Ittihad versus a relegation team. I know. This literally looks like Ittihad, where you have all of their fans, and then, or it's, you know what actually reminds me of? This match's attendance reminds me of Khalid versus Qadsiya, the one I actually went to, where Qadsiya's got everyone there up the one side, and then they've just got like a whole row of just minimal people in the stands, and you've got like one ultra support for Khalid. This is the same thing. It's literally the same setup, except, you know, it's triple the size because there's 3 tiers of the stadium. That one had 1 tier. Yeah. Maybe everyone's just sitting up the top floor. Yeah. Headed clear by Wales. They might go for a little bit of a volley there. Going to be defended nicely by Jed Spence. It's now going to be a free kick for England. And, yeah, let's read the comments about the film team. Okay, so the filmer, Dino. The teller, Owen. The guard, Sherry. The workers, 1,000 of them. The characters, CDF team. Okay. What a film team. You know, that's phenomenal work, Owen. Really should get into script writing, to be honest. Like, you should be going up to, you know, like James Gunn or something, you know, one of these guys. Go tell them. Tell, like, go contact, because James Gunn responds on Twitter or whatever. Go give him a message and say, I've got just phenomenal script writing skills. Can I please audition to be your script writer for one of your things? I'd love to get hired or something. I don't know. You should just definitely do it, you know. You know, you'll be rewarded by doing it too. You actually get a job, you know. Yeah. About 1 minute left of this game. The game's dead. The game's dead. They killed in the second half, England. I do think that there was no pressure at the end. Now, I don't think that it's the worst case. 3-0. I mean, first half is phenomenal, but I mean, the fact they're playing so defensively in the second half, it was really disappointing to watch, I feel. Rashford should finish this chance here. He's actually going to be a free kick for Wales. You work in Jurassic World Rebirth as an actor? Wow, okay, I did not know that. Owen, say which frame panel you're on. Okay, if you say which panel of the frame you're on, and I go look at Jurassic World Rebirth, and I go find your exact moment that you're on screen, then I will be, you know, I'll let you know what my thoughts are. Yeah, you should actually do it, though. I'm being for real. I'm genuinely being serious. You know, you have a much, you know, more useful use of your time. Pickford almost went to pick up the ball outside the box. Classic Pickford, you know, not using that brain of his. It's going to be now cleared away by De Silva, passing to Rodon, and absolutely slammed out the field. It's going to be cleaned up now nicely by Chris Mentham. You're one of the scientists in the D-Rex scene. Oh, I see. Tuchel looks way too happy. I know, calm down. It's 3-0, my guy. You know, you didn't score in the second half. I think if it was 3-0 over the whole game, there wouldn't be complaints. But there was 3-0 in the first half and then second half, no goals. I mean, he should have scored a goal in the second half. I'm going to be for real. It should have been 1 goal. I'm fine with a 4-0 in this game. But yeah, just with how Wales was playing, there should have been another goal. Overall, decent game. First half was much more entertaining than the second half. Don't know what you guys' thoughts are. I'll take a look at the statistics here just for you guys. So in terms of stats, ball possession, 63% for England, 37% for Wales, 17 total shots, 5 on target, 4 big chances, 2 big chances missed. For Wales, 10 shots, 2 on target, 0 big chances missed. 587 accurate passes for England, 94% accuracy, 309 accurate passes for Wales, 85% accuracy, 10 fouls for England, 9 for Wales, 8 corners for England, 2 for Wales. It's a friendly. I mean, the only thing, I mean, first of all, calm down for the win there. It's only a friendly. But second of all, I think that the friendly dictates the performance in the real matches. I like to see it as that, because if a player is performing good in a friendly, I can guarantee they're most likely going to perform a little bit better in the match. That's what I like to believe. That's why I always think that a friendly dictates the tempo of how matches are going to, you know, come in terms of form for a club or a club or a national team. So yeah, 100%. But yeah, I know it is just a friendly, but, you know, it's good to always see. And, you know, next match against Latvia, England could absolutely dominate. And, yeah, you better get to work with the films. Exactly, Owen. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate all of you watching, as per usual. You know, a little bit of an unexpected stream. I wasn't actually going to really, in the end, do this match, but I decided to because I thought it was fun. So, hope you have a nice rest of your day. That's Sue's because I got no voice there. My voice is running out. I can't sue properly. And I will see you guys in tomorrow for France versus someone and the FC26 stream. France versus Azerbaijan. I'll see you guys then. W's in the chat. Let's go. Sue.